What's up, Manchester United fans? It's Nick in this hot summer day. Manchester City 2, Manchester United 1. Congratulations to City for winning the FA Cup. It's not what we wanted, but we just have to live with it. City is a better team, by far. Hence why they won the title, and they're on course now for the treble. All they had to do is get past Inter Milan, which they probably will not have, any trouble doing. We were supposed to protect our legacy from 1999, but the club is rotten, right? And before I even talk about the game, let me just say this: the owners have sabotaged Manchester United for over 20 years, and this is just what it is right now, because they haven't invested nothing in the club, but a few overpriced signings from over the years. The last time we won the Premier League was 2013 when Alex Ferguson was there. He retired, and after that it was downhill. We won like 2 Carabao Cups and a Europa League, and I think probably 1 FA Cup. That's it for Manchester United, the biggest club in England, if not the world. 10 years we can't win a title. Why? Because our closest rivals and many other teams have invested in a good football structure. Manchester United handed an accountant to be the director of football in Ed Woodward, and the rotting has continued from then since, even after he have left the club how many years now. It's crazy. Look at Manchester United today. Just the team's performance. You can see that we're just like outside of Casemiro, Bruno, Rashford, Sancho. Like look at even our bench. Like it's an absolute joke. Look at Manchester City bench. They got Mahrez, they got Alvarez, right, and Phil Foden to come on. Who we got? Weghorst, Maguire, McTominay, Malacia. We have our injuries, right? But this is no excuse for Manchester United to be where it's at right now, right? As it stands right now, Manchester United needs 2 strikers, 1 good midfielder, a defender, and a goalkeeper. A goalkeeper because De Gea has my respect, because he's been there for years and he saved us a lot of times this season, right? And he made 2 good saves today with his foot as well. But De Gea has done a lot for us, so I'm not gonna disrespect him, I'm not gonna bash him, but at the same time he needs competition because he has a mistake in it, right? Lisandro Martinez got injured, Lindelof did a decent job. Obviously he doesn't want Harry Maguire. I don't know how much we're gonna get for him, but he needs to go, definitely. Christian Eriksen is awesome. He has been good, but after that he had a little injury. His game hasn't been the same since. But at the same time, he's good in possession. He's nice. He's a good player. But you see, he doesn't have the stamina to be back and forth running around. I mean, this guy literally had a cardiac arrest, a couple years ago. So he's not the fittest, you know what I'm saying? But he's still nevertheless a good player. But he's not long term. He's good to fill in the gaps. And yes, and we definitely need a striker, because this has been our biggest problem. We don't score enough goals, right? We don't score enough goals. We can't put it all on Rashford. He's another one that's injury prone, but not as bad as Marshall, our current number 9. So outside of our current number 9 and Walt Weghorst, who we had on loan, a man that's Burnley didn't even want. Burnley is in the championship. That is Manchester United standard. Goes back to the owners. So Manchester United need at least 4 or 5 players, not squad players, first team players, to go straight into the team and give everybody else a competition. Everybody got to pull up their socks. It's an absolute joke. The players didn't play with enough intensity. They were lacking in the final third. I seen a few chances where Rashford and Sancho particularly were up there, and it seems as if they didn't sure what they was doing. And when you're up against City with their quality and their possession, 60-40%, you have to be at your tip-top game. And these players most of them were far from that today. But I still gotta congratulate the coach for working this miracle during this season, right? Because I didn't expect Chelsea to flop like that. I didn't expect Liverpool to flop like that. I didn't expect Tottenham to be in that position, and Newcastle to just be so strong this season. So the fact that we still finished 3rd, still came through with the Carabao Cup is something to be proud of. And I gotta respect the coach for that, because I don't know which other coach could do that, right? but we definitely need more signings and new players. Even though I'm upset, I'm very terribly upset. Like, I feel bad, seriously. But I have to just, like, it is what it is. It's the end of the season, no more games, and for the new season to start, like, here's a problem now. If you make it to this part of the video, listen what I'm hearing. It seems as if the club is gonna be sold like 50% majority stake to Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Qatar is out of it. And it seems as if the American owners, the Glazer family, are trying to, all of them want to stay. What they're looking for is investments. One of them said it, I think it's Joel or Avram, whichever one of them, the two older ones, the ones that with the most money. Those were the ones who said earlier, it's not necessarily a sale, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's what they're actually looking for, investment. For infrastructure, for training ground, and to buy new players. Because they're not gonna put their own money into it. They take dividends for 18 years, bought the club in debt, and is still in debt. And this is a problem that Manchester United has. Very bad business from very bad business owners. We overpay for players, and then we can't sell them. Players leave for free. Look at Paul Pogba's situation. Look at Cavani, all of them. Like, it's terrible. It's terrible how we do business. And it shows. And this is a long run. Look at City. Look at City's structure. Look at their coach, right? Cody Gakpo should have been us from January. He went to Liverpool. Why? Why didn't we get him? We were good enough to get him, right? But still, Liverpool beat us to it because we're not serious enough, right? The structure is just bad. But it's the end of the season. We didn't leave it empty-handed, and we can still hold our heads high even though this is just a loss. But I wish whatever the owners are doing with the club, they should hurry up and do it because the transfer season is open, right? And we need players. We need players that go straight into the team. We don't need squad players or okay players. We need at least 2 strikers, 1 or 2 good midfielders as well, 2 defenders, and some other players as well, some other squad players, because we need to be challenging for everything. This is Manchester United, right? This is not Luton Town. So that's it for me today. It's my rant. I'm upset, but it's still glory, glory, Manchester United. Hopefully next season, we bounce back and we can be at our best.